Let's talk about millennials, the generation everyone loves to analyze, criticize, and, let's be honest, blame for everything from the death of napkins to the rise of oat milk. Why all the attention? Because millennials born between 1981 and 1996 are a cultural and economic force, bridging the analog past and the digital future. They remember dial-up modems and mixtapes, but also can't imagine life without GPS and Spotify playlists for every mood. This dual fluency makes them unique, nostalgic for the past, but relentlessly forward-looking. They entered adulthood with student debt and a global financial crisis, forcing them to rethink the old roadmap of school, job, house, and retirement. Adaptable, creative, and a bit skeptical, millennials are navigating a world that's nothing like what their parents promised. So why the obsession? Because millennials are the test case for what happens when you grow up on a diet of tech revolution, economic uncertainty, and non-stop news. Their choices and struggles are a preview of the challenges and opportunities shaping the future for everyone. They're not just a generation, they're a living social experiment. And let's face it, it's just fun to blame them for the decline of fabric softener. To understand millennials, you have to understand their relationship with technology. It's not just a tool, it's an extension of themselves. For them, the internet wasn't a novelty. It was the background music of their lives, shaping everything from homework to first crushes. They grew up with information at their fingertips, making them resourceful and quick to adapt, but also prone to distraction. Social media became their public square, diary, and photo album, where they build communities, launch movements, and curate their personal brands. But this constant connectivity comes with pressure, the need to present a perfect life, and the anxiety of comparing reality to someone else's highlight reel. Technology erased boundaries between public and private, work and life, local and global. A protest across the world feels personal. A work email can arrive at midnight. Their world is borderless, full of opportunity and constant low-grade stress. For millennials, logging off isn't just turning off a device. It's a rare act of rebellion. They helped build this hyper-connected world, and now they're learning how to survive in it. The result? A generation that's always on, always adapting, and always searching for balance. Their digital upbringing is both their superpower and their greatest challenge, and it's changing the way we all live, work, and connect. For previous generations, success meant stability and ownership. A house, a steady job, a gold watch at retirement. Millennials saw that model break down, layoffs, housing crashes, and promises that didn't pan out. So, their values shifted from having to being, prioritizing experiences over possessions. Why buy a fancy car when you can travel? Why buy a house when you can have the freedom to move? This isn't frivolous. It's a practical response to an unpredictable world. In their careers, millennials want meaning, flexibility, and growth, not just a paycheck. They're not afraid to switch jobs or careers in search of fulfillment, often misunderstood as disloyalty. Authenticity matters most. They expect it from friends, brands, and leaders. They want companies to be socially responsible, politicians to be honest, and influencers to be real. This demand for authenticity is a rebellion against the airbrushed world of social media. Millennials are searching for something real in a digital world. Their values are reshaping how businesses and institutions communicate, and they're redefining what it means to live a successful life. In the workplace, millennials are known for championing open offices, flexible schedules, and collaborative leadership. They want feedback, mentorship, and a clear path to growth, not just a yearly review. In relationships, they're marrying later, prioritizing personal growth and redefining what partnership means. Dating apps have turned courtship into a global marketplace with new challenges and opportunities. Millennials value equality and are open to diverse family structures. When it comes to activism, they're digital natives, organizing, protesting, and demanding change through social media. Movements like Black Lives Matter and Now Our Me Too gained momentum thanks to their passion and digital savvy. For millennials, activism isn't a side project. It's woven into daily life. They're rewriting the playbook for work, love, and social change. Disruptive? Yes. But also the driving force behind today's progress. Millennials aren't just playing the game differently, they're changing the rules. Millennials have redefined success. It's not about the corner office, but about building something new from scratch. Brian Chesky turned a few air mattresses into Airbnb, disrupting the hotel industry with a simple, human-centered idea. Lily Singh started making YouTube videos in her bedroom and built a global brand by being authentic and relatable, landing her own late-night show. Malala Yousafzai became a global symbol for education and peace, surviving an attack and becoming the youngest Nobel laureate. These stories share a common thread, seeing a problem or gap and deciding to do something about it. Millennials don't wait for permission. They leverage technology, embrace authenticity, and build communities around shared purpose. They're making waves in tech, entertainment, activism, and beyond. Success now means courage, creativity, and the willingness to build new paths. Millennials are proof that you don't have to fit into old structures to make a difference. They're building the future from the ground up, and inspiring others to do the same. Millennial choices are sending ripples through every sector, forcing old institutions to adapt or fade away. Their preference for experiences and access over ownership is driving the rise of the subscription economy. Think Spotify, Netflix, and Rent the Runway. Companies now have to sell more than products. They must offer experiences and connections. In politics, millennials are the most diverse generation, demanding inclusivity and holding leaders accountable. They're less loyal to parties, more focused on issues, making politics more fluid and responsive. Millennials are reshaping cities, favoring walkability, public transit, and vibrant neighborhoods over suburban sprawl. Urban planning is shifting towards sustainability and community, thanks to their influence. The 15-minute city is becoming a reality, reflecting millennial ideals. Ultimately, millennials are pushing for a more flexible, purposeful, and connected world. Their values, sustainability, authenticity, flexibility, and community are becoming the building blocks of the future. Change is messy, but millennials are building a more resilient and equitable world for everyone. For years, millennials were the punchline, avocado toast, participation trophies, and all. But now, it's clear, their so-called flaws are actually strengths. Adaptability, that's thriving in a fast-changing world. Digital obsession, that's mobilizing millions for a cause overnight. Purpose-driven work, that's fueling corporate responsibility and social change. Millennials aren't a lost generation, they're the beta testers for the 21st century, rewriting the code as they go. Now they're the managers, entrepreneurs, parents, and leaders, embedding their values into the institutions they once challenged. The future isn't happening to them, they're building it. One flexible, sustainable, authentic step at a time. The punchline isn't what they've killed, it's what they're helping to save. And honestly, that's a future worth being optimistic about.